background. Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is your host, the man in the Iron Man mask here, doing another action figure review. I gotta tell you guys, I have been so sad lately, and it shows because I've been on this is my drugs. I open action figures and I add them to my collection because they make me happy. I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just my favorite pastime. And, it's been crazy lately. So here we are with another action figure I can't wait to show y'all. Let me get this open and let's get right into it. And there he is. This is the Batman. Not just any Batman. The one we all grew up with in the movies. Michael Keaton's Batman. But it's not Michael Keaton's Batman from the 1989 version. I've been scouring the internet for that version at a decent price. It's not, oh my god, why are we charging rent prices for action figures? So, that's a little horrible. But this one I found at a decent enough price that I just, it's like, okay, you can go for it. You gotta work with me. I'm cool. This is the Flash. What is it called? The Flash. There's just the last Flash movie version. Batman. And he is looking pretty dope. The box is neat. The only thing I could tell is a difference between this Batman, because it's, clearly Michael Keaton. You got the bat symbol in the middle of the chest. That's always cool. The difference between this Batman and the 1989 version is the belt. The belt looks more, it's black. It's black or gunmetal gray or something like that on here. It looks more realistic, where the 1989 version's belt is all yellow. And that's the only, and his weapons are yellow too, I think, on that one. And that's the only real difference between the two. Other than that, this is looking pretty cool. You could tell he looks exactly like Michael Keaton. You got the card there in the background. Here's the side of the box in case you're interested in any of that stuff. If you're wanting this, you could have that. Here's the, disclaimers at the bottom. Here's the other side from the Flash Multiverse Batman. And here's the back that looks exactly like the card we're about to look at. And here's another look at the bottom there. If you want to read that, you can pause it here. This looks very comic accurate and movie accurate for that matter. But this is it. There's the top of the box. And that's all. So let's crack this thing open and see what we're all about. Here we are back with the action figure out of the packaging. As you can see the cards over there, I got some accessories here that we're going to go over in a minute. But first of all, I just want to take a quick look at the figure and do some articulation. Look at that. That is definitely Michael Keaton's face, even though, the top half is completely obscured by a bat mask. But, whatever. And as you can see with articulation, a little bit of force, he can look up pretty high and he can look down pretty low. A little dusty. I got a little bit of dirt on him, but that's okay. He has the soft cloth goods cape. No wires in there. He's just, free flowing. And look at this. All of this looks like the hard rubber costume that he had in the movie, and that's pretty entertaining for me. I don't know why. It looks like he can't move his neck at all, but as you can see, I am able to turn his head a full 360 degrees. He has chest articulation, as you can see there. Shoulders go all the way around, and I'm going to be careful here because he has armor right here. I'm pretty sure. No! Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Give me a sec. There. So, as you see, you don't want to lift his arm up too high because that joint right in there will pop right out. And you will be looking for pieces for, well, it didn't take me too long to find that piece, but I don't know. I don't know how your setup is. Yeah! So his arms, we're going to do it again, safely can lift about that high. You know, a little bit of a upside down W pose. Legs will go up that high, I want to say, if you don't lift him all the way back. Like, that's as high as he can kick there. Knees are, oh, Jesus, I'm spilling everything around here. Knees are double jointed, as you can see there, and he will kick his own butt. It's pretty good for an old man. Oh! Boots. The boots are pretty spectacular. Look at that. That's so neat, right? It just looks like armor. I don't know if the older Batman had boots like this. But that just looks... that is spectacular. And here's the bottom of the boots. It's got the little peg holes and stamp of authenticity. Let's see. Looking at the belt. Take a look at the belt. See, that's what I was talking about there. There is no color scheme there. It just blends right into the black. I kind of like the yellow belt because it reminds me of the old action figures that we used to have. But I am not totally against this either because this is more tactical. You know, that's how Batman would dress in today's day and age to make sure he can do what he needs to do. All right, so that's articulation, right? Now let's go over the accessories that came with the figure. Ta-da! This is the card and the Michael Keaton Batman card. Batman picture, sorry. And here's some stuff that you can read on the back. His real name is Bruce Wayne, like we didn't know that. From DC Multiverse. And here we have some accessories. We have this, looks like a batarang. I'm just going to say, that's what it looks like. It looks like a batarang, a silver batarang. And this looks like a gun. Now, I'm kind of confused about this because it's Batman. Batman doesn't use guns, but I do remember that this is supposed to be a multiverse Batman that might use a gun, but I don't know if it's that Batman, because in the Flash universe, you know, his dad uses a gun because he's not about the games. But this is Michael Keaton Batman old, not like Thomas Wayne old. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference. And then he comes with two fisted hands, so he could fight. And he comes with a stand. Customary stand for DC. All right. We've done all that. Now it is time to do some size comparisons. Behold, I have a new measuring tape, not the old rusty one, which I have no idea where it went, but I will find it sooner or later somewhere in this house, I'm sure. To the ears, Batman is over 7 inches, but to the top of the head, he is, well, even to the top of the head, I think he still curses. Hold on 1 second. There you go. Even just to the top of the head, he seems to be just above 7 inches tall. And now we're going to compare him to some other action figures. If you'll give me a moment, I'll be right back. It's just the weirdest thing sometimes with these action figures. Like, they want to pose themselves sometimes, and it's kind of weird. Cyborg and Roadblock from the G.I. Joe. So that's a Hasbro. That's a normal Hasbro action figure, standing at 6 inches tall, maybe just above 6 inches because Roadblock is a little bigger than the other G.I. Joes. And that is a DC collectible cyborg action figure. You see, the DC collectibles are about the same height. He's not McFarlane. This is before McFarlane. Here he is next to Brandon Routh's Superman, which would have been, I don't know, his Superman, I guess, in the movies, but, you know, that didn't happen. But anyway, there he is. Brandon Routh Superman, and this is Todd McFarlane's other Batman from the Justice League movie. This is Batfleck. Batfleck meets, I don't know what you would call him. It's Michael Keaton, so he would be Beaton. This is kind of funny. Batfleck, Bat Keaton, and I don't know, something around there. Here he is against one of his rogues gallery. That's Deathstroke from a DC collectible. I'm trying to figure out where these guys are from. Forgive me, my brain all over the place. And here I have a Mattel action figure. That's Hordak from the He-Man series. Yeah, so they stand pretty evenly. Deathstroke's a little shorter than Batman, which I think is how it is in the comics and cartoons and other things. Actually, he might be a little taller in the comics. I'm not sure how that plays out. And Hordak is just an alien from another planet, like Superman. He even got the cape, but he's a little taller than Batman. That's how that works. So, that's it for now. If you guys like the video, please leave a like down at the bottom somewhere, or drop me a comment. Tell me how you like the McFarlane Flash Batman. It's kind of like the 1989 Batman, but not really. I don't know. Or tell me if you don't like it. Tell me how you feel about either Batman. I don't know. I'm going to be doing some more Batman videos. There's another one coming up next week. Hope you guys enjoy. Deuces.